what I really want to do today is dig deep into what's been going on, what I've been doing, and why I've been doing it. Now, I've been focusing on Holy Grail trading, my Holy Grail trading. Your Holy Grail trading is going to be a little different than mine or anybody else's because we all have our different trading styles, and you got to tailor your Holy Grail to you. Well, this has been my Holy Grail because of a few things. Number one, I used to always put all my chips into one trade. It was dumb. I mean, like looking back, I don't even understand why I did that for so long. It's just not smart. Proficiency is in the numbers. That's why casinos focus on many different tables, not just one. They're not just going to put one table out there at night. Focusing on many different trades at once. I'm taking a bunch of high probability setups across the board and letting them play out. I no longer just have to take the pocket pair of aces. I can take the pocket pair of kings. I can take the pocket pair of queens. If it's still a nice high probability setup, I'll take it. So I've been averaging about 7 trades a day, a morning, and I do even want to get that number up some. But the thing is, it really helps me to remain unbiased and objective because I'm getting into one and then I'm moving on to the next one. And if I see that one's not really working out that well, I'll scratch it, I'll cut it, I'll reduce it. I can see things a lot more clear than if I'm just tunnel visioned on one stock. So that's one of them. That's one reason. I used to just put all my chips into one trade. It's never going to end well. Yeah, you might hit some home runs here and there, but it's just never going to end well because for me at least, for me in my trading, I'd focus way too much on one. I couldn't take any other trades. I'd marry the one. I couldn't see things objectively with that trade, and the stronger your opinion is on a stock, the harder it is to get out of it. So I'd take the best setup I could, and then I would just stick with it. I'd remain with it because it's the only one I focused on. It just kept me there a lot longer than I should have been there. So many different reasons why I need to not do that anymore. And so this has worked great for that. Number two is my sizing has never been consistent. So with my Holy Grail trading now, I press a button, it gets me in with the exact sizing on every single stock, consistent across the board. I don't want to take 5,000 shares on this stock, 2,000 shares on this stock, 500 shares on that stock, depending on many different variables. I want to take equal sizing across the board because that's where I'm really going to start seeing consistent growth. If you have random risks set across the board, you're going to have random results across the board. So now, consistent sizing, taking many high probability setups. And number three, I have consistent risk. So as of now, the script I have set for my Holy Grail trading and these hotkeys is that I'll initially get into a stock. I'll be risking 6% initially. So I'm already taking a high probability setup. I'll be even risking more. I can risk 6% up to $1 amount. So as of now, risking $45 a trade. $45 a trade. So I'll get in with a starter, and then my final ad, I only go in 2 entries. I go in 2 entries on each trade if it allows it. And then my second entry will get me to full size. So I'm risking max $45 across the board, getting in with a $1,000 position, and then my second ad gets in with a $2,000 position max. So maximum I have right now is a $3,000 position on each individual stock. And that's max. And max loss is $45. So it's consistent. I have consistent risk. I have consistent sizing. And I'm trading more stocks. I'm being more proficient across the board, helping me to remain unbiased and objective. Now, this is my Holy Grail trading. You guys got to look at yourself introspectively and figure out what are some flaws that you got to work on for yourself, because maybe not everybody needs to work on some of these things that I struggle with. Maybe you are very disciplined with your risk. Maybe you're very disciplined with your sizing across the board and all that. This is just my journey. I wanted to share it with you guys. That's what the channel's for, sharing my journey. I really hope it benefits you in some way. Today, I traded 7 stocks, was green 5 out of 7 of them, got top ticked on one of the losers. Was only up not as much as I really wanted. I mean, looking at my performance, I was happy overall with the performance, but the results wasn't necessarily happy with. And that's why every single morning I've been optimizing this every single day just so we can keep getting better and better and better with it. The results are always going to keep getting better. It's just going to be a little tweaking here and there. I've been working on it a lot the last month. I'm going to keep working on it. It's going to work out very well, and excited to continue to share this journey with you guys. Traders, let's get straight into it. All right, traders, before we get into it, let's review a little bit about what we're looking at. We're looking at the scanners in the right corner. That's going to be positive and negative intensity. So essentially when those are highlighted Orange, those stocks are intense. Whether that's on the positive side, going up, negative side, going down, those are emotions. And human emotion, human behavior never really changes. So those are telling us get ready for the reversal. That's a lot of the indicators I'm looking for as far as getting into some of these trades. The first trade that I'm going to take is PBYI. I already have that chart pulled up, and that's a hangover candidate. So what that essentially is, and that's what I was saying a little bit earlier, I'm taking pocket pair aces, queens, kings, all the setups. PBY essentially the day before had really got overextended, closed at really getting overextended on the RSI. Had a lot of bullish momentum coming at the close. Overnight, there was like no volume. Volume was super thin. It was actually gapping down a little bit. And this is a play I like to take pretty often as well, because a lot of those guys getting in at the end of the day, they're looking and expecting for a gap up. When there's no gap up, a lot of those guys just start selling their positions. We start seeing the stock fade. And so that's the stock PBY that I'm taking there at the start of the day. That's on the bear scan watch list. All this is available through IntensityStockWatch.com, the scanners I use if you guys want to take advantage of that. I'm going to go ahead and start this video again. This is going to happen very fast. I'm already in 3-4 stocks right now, just going straight off of the scanners. You guys see UIS, ICE, got into that as well. Now I'm starting all these with a single position. That's going to be $1,000 position on each one of these, and I'm risking up to 6% on that, and looking for one ad. So scaling to full position for me would be a $3,000 position. It may be a little confusing to you right now. This is a lot of stuff I've been working on along the way. So I'm already in 5 stocks right now, working all of them, scaling in and out. I actually just got stopped out of one, UIS, the top right. You guys see that minus 45 bucks right there like that. And that was actually the top of that one on the day. So a little irritated about that one. Missed it by a little bit. Could have gave it a little bit more room, because I only gave it a couple percent to move against me. Like I said, I should allow these to go up to 5 or 6%. That's 6% risk on the single entries what I'm looking for. So now TTIM, I'm in that one. NUAN, top tick that one. CAH, ended up scratching that one as well. I'm just working these very quickly. It's 10:12 already. And there you guys saw me, my hands wrapped around my head. That's me expressing myself and my frustration for only making $40 for all that work that I just put in the last 30-45 minutes. So that was me showing a little bit of frustration. But there it is. I mean, that's what I've been working on. Obviously, I'm optimizing it still. You know, I'm not going to go in with tons of share size when I'm just kind of figuring out everything along the way, changing little things here and there. I'm still messing with sizing. I'm still messing with the scaling in and out. Usually the last few weeks that I've been trading this, I've been getting in and getting stopped out like literally at the bottom. Like I've literally gotten stopped out of probably 20 to 30 stocks in the last couple weeks. And so that's when I said, I need to scale into these at least twice, because I'm getting in a little bit early. Well, you could wait a little bit later, Kevin, to get it in, to get into your entries, or you could just scale in twice. So scaling in twice is where I'm at right now with a stop of 45 bucks. That's max. Stop 45 bucks. Scaling into that position, just taking the high probability stuff. That is what it is, traders. Excited to keep optimizing this. Obviously, this is not exactly what it's going to be looking like forever. You know, every single day I'm still adjusting things, tweaking things, you know, perfecting it so that this is my holy grail trading. So traders, let me know if you like these videos. If you want me to keep posting videos like this daily, coming out with education, all types of content. Let me know if you like this type of stuff. I'll keep coming out with it. Just comment in the comment section below. Hit the like button, guys. For the Everyday Trading team, we're taking off this year, guys. Thank you so much for being a part of the team and for being a subscriber. We will see you all next time.